I say to the mayor, if you're not up to the task, step down and let me take over.
Okay.
Guys, I gotta tell you, in all my years of dealing with Indian folks, and I'm not talking about Native Americans, I'm talking about red dot Indians, right, from Asia. I gotta tell you, they don't play when it comes to their money, right? They don't play around when it comes to their paper, when it comes to their dough, okay? And a lot of these folks, they make money, they make the dough from gas stations and hotels, right? They got the gas station and hotel business on lock, okay? They got it on lock, and they don't play around, right? They deal with thugs and criminals all day long, okay? And this one Indian gas station owner in Philadelphia was fed up. He was so fed up that he hired armed security to patrol the gas station to prevent or to dissuade would-be robbers and thieves for trying to go into the store and rob the place, or potentially harm people who are simply coming to the place to buy a snack or to get gas, right? And some people have been made uncomfortable with this. And I kind of want to talk about this because this type of stuff that you legitimately see in a third world country, right? You legitimately see this type of stuff in a third world country, but these liberal cities, because they're being ran like third world countries, it has now become necessary. And I want to react to this hilarious interview here from Stuart Varney, who was shocked, right? Who was stunned by one of the security guards dropping some truth bombs on him about this situation. But before I play this video, I actually want to play a news clip so that you guys can get more understanding of the background to this interview here and what's going on out in Philadelphia. Take a look.
Shawnette, you spoke with the gas station owner who says this is needed to keep both his workers and customers safe.
Yeah, interesting listening to those numbers you just gave us, Sheba. So the store manager says that he had to do something more than call 911. And most customers, I'll tell you, that I talked to this evening on and off camera say that they support this, but there were a few who say they don't believe this is the right approach. Hired security strapped with AR-15s or shotguns, standing guard and walking the property of this North Philly gas station and convenience store.
This is supposed to be a city, right? And you got the kids walking around. Guns like this should be on the battlefield.
Corey Berry says she's on board with it.
If you're trying to get gas, you live in a bad area, and the only place is here, and they're getting robbed all the time, I mean, I support the owner.
Neil Patel is the manager of this Carco shop franchise at Broad and Clearfield.
We are tired from this all nonsense. Robbery, drug trafficking, racketings, all kind of hanging around all gangs.
He shared with me these videos of what has led up to this drastic response to crime at his business. Over the past few weeks, he says his store was trashed by young people, an ATM stolen out of the store, and he says his car was vandalized while parked at the store.
They're forcing us to hire the security, high-level security, state level. I am fearful for my safety of my employee as well as my nice neighborhood, all customers.
So 3 weeks ago, he hired the Pennsylvania S.I.T.E state agents.
We wear Kevlar. We are trained. My guys go to training every other week. They're proficient with this. They're proficient with their taser. They know the laws.
Andre Boyer is the chief of the company.
As a Pennsylvania state agent, that's what it says. The law tells us that we have a right to protect this property in any means necessary, and whatever force necessary to be used to protect it.
This man told employees he's against it. I asked Patel about it.
They feel like using guns, you know, when we have such a big problem with guns in the city, is not the right message.
And that's not a right. I understand that, but according to some people, violent people, they carry the gun. Then they're not afraid then, and this is the protection for neighborhood and the customers.
All right, so you heard him. He just said that people who are against this are concerned about the armed security, but they should be concerned about the bad guys who are out there carrying the guns. Meanwhile, Patel says that he's had a store there for about 20 years. He said the crime has gotten increasingly worse just over the past few years. And he tells me that in the past 3 weeks, he hasn't had any issues with the crime since bringing this company on.
And the people you talk to, Shawnette, I have this out on Twitter, and a lot of the comments are exactly what you got in response. This is where we are in the city. This is unfortunately what we need to do to keep our stores and our customers safe if we own a gas station.
And especially since you see everything that happened with this particular business owner. Shawnette, I just want to mention, too, just going back to our Go vote, when we came on the air, I think it was around 65% who said that it makes them feel safer. Now it's at 80%. Just during your report, it jumped up that high.
Wow.
Yeah. So you see that, you heard that. No doubt in my mind. Okay, that Indian guy, he definitely voted Republican. Okay, I'm telling you, Indians, I met a whole lot of them. Okay, quite a few of them. Right, like, you know, we like Trump. Right, we vote Republican. We're not on board with this Democrat nonsense. Right, I think that Indian gas station owner might be one of those kind of Indians. I'm just saying. So let's get into this. As Stuart Varney is gonna be stunned, speechless, by the chief of this private security group here discussing this issue. This is absolutely hilarious video, and thank one of the people on Twitter for sending me this, because this is a great clip.
Crime in Philadelphia becoming a huge problem for businesses. One gas station owner has hired armed private security guards to protect his store. Chief Andre Boyer is one of those guards, and he joins me now. I got a question for you, sir. Under what circumstances can you open fire with that huge gun you're carrying?
Well, yeah, I'm here to protect my clients and the owner and his employees. If someone walks in this store right now with a weapon and threatens to harm any of them, I can open fire, and I will open fire to protect property, liberty, and life.
This is a big move to see guys like you walking around with this heavy-duty weaponry. What's it like in Philadelphia? Is it that bad on a day-to-day basis?
With Philadelphia, I've never seen it like this, and I've lived here all my life. It hit rock bottom. You have a police commissioner, Danielle Outlaw, who basically believes more in painting her fingernails black than finding a solution to fighting crime. You have a DA Larry Krasner, who the street criminals call Uncle Larry Krasner, who's more focused on being a social worker than what it says on his door. His door, when we elected him, says prosecutor. He's not prosecuting. He's being a social worker. And you got a mayor. Oh, let's not even go there. You got a mayor who for 8 years have been promising the citizens of Philadelphia that he's going to do something about the homicides, the shootings, and the crimes, and he has yet to hold up to that. But he said a couple of things. He said something surprisingly a few weeks ago. He says, "I sure can't wait to leave this office, to be a regular citizen again." I say to the mayor, if you're not up to the task, step down and let me take over.
Okay. Have you stopped any robberies yet?
I would love to, because this is just the beginning. My goal is to eventually get Wawa, Walmart. See, because these are where the shootings are happening. See, think about it. This is a crazy analogy, I know, but think about it. Fort Knox goal is safe. You know why? Because the outer perimeter, you can't get in. You're going to get stopped before you get in. If Walmart and Wawa were safe on the outer perimeters, and our schools, if they were safe on the outer perimeter, people dying, people getting shot, it wouldn't happen.
Chief Andre Boyer, I think you've made your point big time, and we appreciate you making your point on this program. Very articulate, sir, and we appreciate that. Come and see us again. Good to see you now.
Yeah, straightforward and to the point. If you're a criminal, we gonna shoot you, right? And the Democrats, the people running that city, are woke as hell. Their priorities are out of line, okay? And common sense, when we're talking about crime prevention, okay? We're talking about how to protect businesses. Again, that's a smart man. That's a smart entrepreneur. Again, the only people that are complaining about this, right, are liberals. Right? They're the only people complaining about this. I guarantee there's no conservatives that look at this and say, oh, this is bad. Right? It's bad. No, it's not bad. Okay? Again, it's a shame that it's needed, because, again, you literally see this type of stuff in third world countries. Right? You go in these third world countries, especially these countries in South America that have been, affected by, like, the drug war and stuff like that, the cartels. It's guys like that everywhere. Right? Everywhere you go, in the mall, everywhere you go, it's armed security. They're armed to the teeth, bruh. Right? I mean, even some parts of Europe, okay, it's like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, when a city has become as lawless as Philadelphia, what else can you do, right? If the government officials choose not to do anything about it, if they don't want to lock anybody up because it's racist to lock up black people, then what else do you expect? What are they supposed to do? Business owners and law-abiding citizens are going to take matters into their own hands. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. And the people boohoo, whine, and complain about it, I guarantee you they all voted Democrat, right? They voted for the problem, okay? Because if the problem wasn't there, we wouldn't need it. But again, the last part about what he said is having armed security at places, and they should do this regardless, right? Regardless of the crime, having armed security at places like schools, right? Again, this guy's a businessman. He knows how to grow his business. He's pitching to Walmart and Wawa. Look, hire us. Yeah, smart guy. But yeah, schools as well too, right? If you have armed security around schools, around the perimeter at all times, at least during the school day when kids are there, I guarantee you, you're solving a mass shooting problem, right? Ain't no mass shooter gonna pull up to a school that is armed and guarded to the teeth, which is exactly what every single school should have in this country, right? We send billions and billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine to protect people that we don't know nothing about, okay? We ain't really got nothing to do with them, okay? We don't owe them anything, right? But we can't protect our children, right? Because, man, it costs too much. But it doesn't cost too much to send money to Ukraine, billions of dollars, right? I'm just saying, if you don't like this, first and foremost, blame the politicians, but also, do you support black business, right? Because, I mean, look, all the pro-blackity blacks, okay? Listen up. What you just saw there is a whole bunch of black men protecting local businesses, okay? And in this case, it's an Indian man. So they're getting all the money back that the Indian man is taking out of the black community by protecting the store from other black people, okay? It's an amazing finesse. I'm just saying, all the pro-blackity blacks should be very happy to see that site, okay? But again, if you don't like it, right, if you're uncomfortable with it, then maybe, just maybe, you should vote differently, okay? Or clean up the community, right? Clean up the culture problem there so that crime is not an issue in the first place. But until then, this, to me, seems to be the second best option. Yeah, you can't blame business owners for taking matters into their own hands and basically saying, look, we're going to stop the criminals ourselves because the politicians, the government officials aren't getting the job done, right? I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.